Yeah. And for all you guys wondering, Sigma will be teaching that TF2 101 course come fall semester, so sign up. Spots are limited. All right, mid-fight number 3, Flow, more of the same. Just getting destroyed here. The needles are out. Pure's not going to be able to get out of here. Those Quake needles that we like to joke around with are not enough. Harblu's on a horse. He's got the stick that makes him go a million miles an hour. Oh, but he's going to get shot down before he can smash someone's brains out with him. KBK, the blue medic, did go down. We didn't get to talk about, because our technical issues about the pregame stuff, Sephi, but they benched Angry Shrew, who was let's see, the stream is down again, so that's good. We'll just keep talking, I guess. The stream is just gonna go up and down all the time. It's fine, as who cares? But yeah, I mean, they enlisted a new medic and a new roaming soldier, Lansky and KBK, and it looks like pretty good additions. I mean, Flo isn't playing particularly well right now, but MixUp's taking it to him.
Yeah, once again, I have to point out in middle, KBK is dying very quickly. However, it's met by an equal amount of picks from MixUp, and that leaves them with more fragging classes than Flo has. And unless the battle drags out long enough for the medic to heal a good amount of HP, the team with the more fragging classes is going to win that.
Good old 3 points at halftime for your demo. It's always good. 3 rounds, 3 points. Wow, okay, so that was... We're not even going to get the stream up before this match is over at this rate. Everyone's readying up, so they want to go right back into it. Flo looks kind of shell-shocked. You know, obviously can't see their little nerdy faces behind their monitors, but they're not used to losing. They're 6-0, and they're getting it just stuffed on their throat right now by a mix-up team I think they probably thought they were going to beat. Okay, so, Sigma, what did you think of that first half? I mean, just, they had basically nothing. Is this even live? This is live, right? No, it's not. Okay,
it's just going live now.
Go say it. It's a fun first half.
But yeah, as Sephi was saying on mid, focusing the medic on mid is just like a ticket to dying if you can't keep your medic, or like you can't keep from avoiding a fight long enough to make the health difference matter. Like if you kill the medic first, you just get owned by their friend classes. So they're losing mids because of that, and then they're playing in like such a, I don't know, they're pushing when they can't push, and then they MixUp is like, you can't push, we kill you, and that's what's happening.
So you're generally a problem if you try to. All right, we're going to switch colors here. See if the second half we can tell a different story. As we want a more competitive match. This one's supposed to be a good one on paper. It's not much here. Look at Flo just get destroyed at middle. Both those blue deaths. Wonderwall is going to say hello with the stick, but that's about it. Pure is still alive. He has 2 scouts, but Pure basically ducked his head in the middle and was like, "Oh, everyone's dead already. Let's get out of here then." And MixUp is not slowing down. They don't have a demo with this push, but they definitely have numbers. Blue just spawning. Lansky's just going to get beasted down by Ruin. Nice play by him. Platinum with that shoddy, and there you go. They're already going to take on second here. Look at that Uber for Pure. He just got it. They're going to pop in, but it's so late. They didn't get the cap defense. That Uber hasn't even been popped yet. KBK is just milking away. Finally, he's going to pop, but this is a terrible position for for Flo, as they're just going to get destroyed by this Uber unless they get out. It looks like they are just barely going to get out of there, but questionable play again. I mean, you got to stop the point, or like Sephi said earlier, kind of caught in the middle of a decision. And they're going to try to push out of here. Finally, the random push out is going to work out for them. They're going to be able to clean up everybody, including KBK. Harbaloo is going to go down, and Moose is running around. He's going to get shot down. But a nice retake there by the blue side. I think that's the first point, guys, that they've captured all game. So cheers to them.
Yeah, like now they're 1 for 10 on randomly pushing out and actually catching MixUp in transition. Like I can see what they're trying to do, but I don't think it's gonna they have to do something else, or I don't think they can keep this going. You know.
Maybe they're warmed up now. Both teams scrimmed before, that's why they were so late. Yeah, well, here comes Red. They're going to take it right back to him. They're forcing the pop. Enigma, nice play, getting on the demo, and KBK is going to get away, surf a roller back to safety. He's going to have a tiny Uber advantage now as he was on the spawn. And it looks like Blue Side's getting aggressive again. They're just very confident. Lansky is going to go down to Wonderwall. A little roamer on roamer action. Brings a tear to my eye as Blue Side has gained entrance into that second point up on the top left for the attacking side. A nice entry there, clean, as they're not going to lose anybody else other than Wonderwall. And Red Side's back at last, building that Uber. They do have about a 10% advantage, Sephi, but that's probably not going to be enough for them to push out a last. I mean, clearly they're not, but now we can talk about defending this last point. So I'm not sure if you guys played Warmfront back in your AG days of TF2, but what's the plan here?
This map's been around since like Season 5. We played this way too much.
Oh, did you? I didn't know.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you do if you're defending this against a team like Flow that likes to get really aggressive? You try to work a pick? Looking at the classes right now, they do have a sniper. It's Lansky sniping. That's kind of strange. I don't know if people would expect that on this team, but defensive sniper and then kind of rotate back to your main class when they push in, something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, if you've been on NATF2, you've seen Sigma's post about how he dislikes people holding behind the point. And we always played a very aggressive style of defense where we like to keep the medic just behind that middle stairs, and that would allow me to sort of be able to control the two front doors while we have somebody else peeking that left side to ensure that the push isn't coming from there. But in general, we preferred a very aggressive defense on the doors. You know, force them to pop early before they get through that choke with our combo spam.
Wow, look at they baited him on the right or on the left side trying to work a sniper play, and Shrugger and Ruin just snuck.
Alright, folks, we have lost our mumble, so I guess I'm the only one you can hear. Wonderwall getting a nice jump-in kill there and dying. My terrible commentation skills not doing this any justice. Soup is doing sticky jumps, very exciting stuff, as they take the middle in a pretty convincing wipe. Pretty much one man for 6. Well, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Dusa, and I'm normally a cameraman. But right now I'm talking because there's no mumble. It's just sort of the cherry on top of the night of technical difficulties. Please stand
Couldn't
by.
have looked worse, but they've since found themselves after halftime playing pretty well here. It was a quick round.
Yeah, and I like that very quick push-up by that combo there. You know, there was almost nothing that MixUp could have done to prevent them from getting on point while still living.
Yeah. Sigma, I don't know if you're back. Are you here? No, he's not. All right. Well, we've lost Sigma. Hopefully, he makes his way back from the Canadian wilderness, and we're at mid-fight number 6. As wow, more of the same. I don't know what's going on with the colors, but Red is just getting destroyed. Platinum is still alive out there, but Ruin is going to jump on his head and shoot him clearly in the face with the scatter, and Pure's still alive. So these last 3 mid-fights now have been all Flow after being just demolished first half. Sephi, can you explain sort of what's happened here? I mean, how is it like a light switch where one side is dominating and then the other side just completely destroys them in a matter of like 2 minutes?
Mid-fights are often hard to tell what's going on. I just think Ruin is starting to just beast it up. And, you know, when Ruin starts playing really well, there's almost nothing you can do about it.
We're on last now. The Uber was popped in. Not a ton being done. Smacka did get dropped down. There's a Sentry Gun that's going to take a Harblue away, so no more Harblue there. Sentry Gun quite good. Heavy doing work onto Ruin, so they've stuffed this push right back down their throats here. Let's see if they are able to take 2 back with it. They are running on it. Moose and company. Moose is on the point. They see the combo top right. They're going to be able to pressure him up there. Platinum, though, is going to get shut down by Wonderwall. Wonderwall's going to get shut down by Enigma. Lansky still running heavy out there. It's going to be pretty hard to do much with that heavy just running amok. Blue Combo's going to try to do something there. They're going to spam him down, and Scout getting aggressive there. Cap did go in favor of the red side, but they're just getting shut down all the way back to their last. They might be able to spur some kind of defense here. Looking over, Pure has 75%, and they're looking at last. looking over. KBK does have Uber, so he did get out there. I didn't see him if he made it out or not. He is milking away at last here. See if they make something happen. Harblu's going to go down. KBK finally pops the Uber. Scout is on that far left here. Tension-filled moment here. You got to kind of hold all the doors. Now Pure is going to have a huge advantage. In fact, he's already popped. There comes the cavalry getting onto that medic back on the defensive left side. They're going to get on the point now here. No stickies on the point. Are they going to be able to stop this? Wonderwall and Shrugger all over it. And there we go. Just like that, we are tied up. Sigma, are you back? I heard someone join Mumble. Oh, good, you're back.
My goodness. Mumble going crazy, everything going crazy, but I made it back in. Apparently I missed an entire round while I was trying to fix it, but whatever, I'm here.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. Kind of like what we saw last week. I think it was 2-0 quick against MixUp, or maybe against MixUp, and then they ran it all the way back against Bro. So maybe we'll see some more even rounds here. I kind of want to see an even round. It's been kind of 6 crushing defeats here on middle and then running on. Here we go. Bold big air shot. That red soldier got put into the skybox, and Shrugger is going to follow up. Ruin at the crater kill. Only 2 left alive for the red side here. Looking at KBK, he's all the way back at his second point. So ducking into middle, saying hello with a nice golf wave at the team and running away. And Flow, Sigma just destroying MixUp. These last 3 mids make it 4 now as they're all the way on last, spamming them in. This is kind of ridiculous. I mean, 3 rounds and then just running it all the way back in their face like this.
Yeah, now they have the Uber popped onto last. It's basically up to MixUp to just keep their health up high enough while the 2-cap goes down. And now they need to get onto the point right now because Hardblue is right on it. They get the demo on there, but it's not quick enough. So another crazy fast round for Flow. And this is kind of leading from like they're playing the first half. Is like it was trying to make it look like this, but they just kept, not having it click. But now everything's clicking, and they're.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't know. Well, we're going to see how this last mid-fight here rolls out here. Well, I guess with the MixUp could bring it back here. Let's see what happens. 4-0 in this half in like the quickest 4 rounds I think I've ever seen on any map, much less Warmfront, between 2 pretty evenly matched teams. Here we go. Lansky's going to go down first, but Wonderwall is going to trade. Both roamers are down. Harbor.
Once again, goodbye Mumble, hello Sud. And once again, we're just seeing history repeat itself here as Flow is pushing in and in. Soup putting some excellent stickies out. Lansky going down to his heavy once again, gonna have to do that awesome defense. Pure got his Uber ready to go. Mix nowhere near an Uber. We're going to have to see a bit of a push going on here. And in they go. It is a beeline right to that final point. Flashing everywhere. Scout versus Scout action. Oh, Pure goes down. Hardblue in a real hard spot here, needing some health. But, oh, they're all over the point. Awesome.
Improves to 7-0. Wow, that was a pretty amazing comeback for Flow. I thought they were just going to get blown out after that first half, but they made those 5 rounds go by in maybe 10, 11, 12 minutes, somewhere in there. I mean, that was about as fast of 5 rounds that we've ever seen in our casting live. That was pretty crazy.
I can barely understand what I just watched.
Yeah, alright, so we do have a weird technical difficulties thing from The Simpsons on the stream. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's just a joke. Hopefully you guys can still hear us here, as that was... I don't know really what to say about that. It was hard to even analyze it because it was so fast. Everyone died. I couldn't even take time to think because the second push was coming. The next push was coming. Flow definitely plays a different style, guys, than the rest of the invite team. So that's clearly their style is to never stop. They just want to push. They want to kill as many people as they can. And we saw it really fail early on in the match, but once they got their timing down, they just took it to them, Sephi. And I don't know, that's a lot different than the stuff we're used to back in our invite days. That kind of scared me. Those 5 rounds were too fast.
That's right. One thing I did notice was that I started paying special attention to Ruin in the middles.
Yeah.
And it seemed like he liked to stay back a little bit and then take a second full buff as a scout. and sort of come in there at the same time as his medic and just run into the enemy team. So perhaps that was the adjustment they made to allow them to start winning those mids.
Yeah, people are asking for a second map or match, but that's it, guys. I mean, not only I don't think there's that was the last match of the night. I mean, they pushed it all the way back. It was pushing like midnight Eastern when that started. I almost swore. Ooh. All right, well, I guess we can wrap it up. We didn't get predictions. It was kind of like a train wreck from the start with the technical difficulties and trying to figure out if the stream was live or not. I don't even know the name of the guy who replaced the streamer, so I can't even thank him for coming in. But hopefully, you guys would understand that Mile High had some issues, and we brought in the other eXtv streamer who did a fantastic job under the circumstances, covered about the fastest 8 minutes of TF2 that we've ever seen. Like 7 rounds were done in like 14 total minutes. So I guess we can just wrap it up here, and we'll complete fast match. Sigma's not here.
Is it still working?
I don't
Oh
know.
my
Yeah,
God.
it's working. Just talk.
All right. I can't even put into words like. Well, okay, never mind. I can.
Yeah, you
Whatever.
can.
First
Yeah, you
half,
can.
it was like MixUp won the mids, and then Flow kept trying to push anyways, and MixUp was like, "No, we have spawn advantage, we win," and that's why they won that so convincingly. But then Flow started winning all their fights, and then they just kept pushing, and MixUp started losing all their fights. So like, kind of, I feel like the turnaround was when Flow actually started. You know, it was caught them on that one push out in the first half. When they actually like won one of their random pushes, and then they just started winning every fight after that. So
And they just took it right to him. I mean, that's
Yeah.
like I said, it's like a different style. I don't know if Mixup was ready for it. I mean,
it seemed like the idea was just to like pressure them so hard and so constantly that even if Flow lost fights as a result, MixUp just would get basically put reeling. I guess is a good way to put it. And that's kind of what happened. Is I don't feel like MixUp could process quickly enough like why they were losing those mids so quickly and why they were losing those pushes so quickly that they could actually react to it properly. Like I kind of like the style is interesting from Flow, but I don't know. I'd like to see some more moderation from it. But apparently it's good enough to beat everybody all the time. So maybe I have nothing that I should say. But
yeah,
that first half like showed a lot of weaknesses, but then the second half is like just so ridiculously strong after they actually start winning the fights that like what can you do against it? you have to beat their DM, and that's not an easy task at all.
And the thing that for all you guys who actually play the game that are still listening out there, and we've still 100 something, putting pressure on the other team whenever you can is almost always a good thing in this game. Force the other players to make something happen, right? Because if they don't respond and actually kill you or whatever, and in the case of Flow, kill your whole team because they were pushing just so aggressive as 6. I mean, if you can't stop it, then you're dead. And you mix up his top 3 team in the country right now, and they just had nothing for it. Once they got warmed up and timing was good, they were just all over. Anyway, I do have a name for our guy. It's Sud. S-U-D. The chat stream chat people love him. So thank you, Sud. You are my new hero. Thank you again, Sud. Sephi, wrap it up here, buddy. What do you think? Any final words?
Well, I'm just as confused as you guys are, but apparently Ruin is very good, and
Quite good.
it was MixUp had absolutely no way. No, they couldn't regroup at all. After they won 3, Flow had that halftime to change some things around, whereas MixUp really didn't get a chance to change anything because of how fast those rounds came.
Yeah, and they thought they were going to win. All right, so I think we are done here, guys. Again, thank you to Sud. Apologies for the weird start and back and forth stream going up and down, but thank you guys for joining us all the way through. Sud! Everyone loves Sud. Sud. Everybody in chat loves Sud, so I will love him too. All right, so for Sephi and Sigma, I am CBear, and we will see you guys on eXtv. I'm not sure if we have a cast tomorrow or not. I think we do, but I'm not 100% sure on that. You can watch my dynamic return to ESEA Intermediate action tomorrow night. Oh, everyone's going to want to watch that.
Who are you playing?
I don't know, but we're going to win because I'm playing. And I'm awesome.
All right, let me look at the schedule.
Oh, God. No, I'm signing off. You can find it on your own.
I'm going to cast it.
Oh, good. Someone's finally going to cast me. Yeah. All right, guys. So again, thanks for joining us. We will be back. Well, this crew will be back again next week to bring you guys another invite match. So have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
What you gonna do, brother, when Sodomania runs wild on you?
Is it done? Are we done? No.